We are the Lab Ordering Simulation Platform team. This project's goal is to develop an accessible EMR-inspired platform that helps medical students practice diagnostic ordering and clinical decision-making in a realistic way. The prototype demonstrates both the student interface for ordering labs with delays and the technician interface for managing labs, timing, and results. This is our homepage where users can choose between the student and technician roles. The key distinction is that only the technician side requires a secure login, allowing controlled access to the simulation environment. Here, our technician, Mara, is logging in. If incorrect credentials are entered, the system immediately displays an error message, helping ensure secure and reliable access. Once the correct username and password are entered, the technician is brought into the main dashboard. This technician interface serves as the control center of the entire simulation. It is organized into 3 main sections: rooms, patients, and labs, allowing technicians to efficiently configure each simulation scenario. Starting with the patient section, the technician has the ability to create entirely new patient profiles. For example, we can add a patient such as Jane Smith, assigned a randomized medical record number, and input key clinical details such as age, sex, and chief concern. This makes it easy to tailor simulations to a wider range of clinical cases. If needed, patients can also be removed just as easily, keeping the system flexible and easy to manage. Next, looking at the room selection, the technician can control which simulation rooms are active. They can select all rooms, deselect all, or choose specific rooms depending on the setup. At the bottom, the system clearly displays which rooms are currently selected, along with an option to quickly clear assignments if changes need to be made. Moving on to the labs, the technician can select from a wide range of diagnostic tests to make available to students. These labs are fully searchable using the text box at the top, which becomes especially useful as the database expands. Additionally, the technician can create new lab entries within the system. When creating a lab, they can define parameters such as numerical values or descriptive outputs depending on the test. After adding a lab, a confirmation message appears and the lab is immediately available for use. Similar to patients, labs can also be deleted if needed. At the bottom of the interface, a summary section displays the selected rooms and assigned labs, giving the technician a clear overview before finalizing the setup. Once everything is configured, the technician can assign a patient and begin defining lab results. For each lab, results can be entered along with a customizable return time using a slider. This allows the technician to simulate realistic delays, which is a key feature of our platform. Reference ranges are also displayed to guide accurate result entry. For labs that require imaging, such as CT scans or X-rays, the technician can upload files directly into the system. For example, here we upload a CT scan of a head injury, which will later be viewable by the student. Each lab can have its own independent timing and result configuration. Now, switching over to the student experience, we return to the home page and select the student role. This side does not require a login, allowing for quick and easy access during simulations. The student is first brought to a room selection page where they choose the room assigned to them. From there, they can view the patient's information, including their chief concern, and are presented with a list of available labs. At this stage, the student must use clinical reasoning to determine which diagnostic tests to order. Once they select the appropriate labs and submit their orders, a confirmation message appears. After submission, the system begins the countdown timers based on the delays set by the technician. This is where the realism of the simulation comes in, as students must wait for results just like in a real clinical environment. Once the timer completes, the View Results option becomes available. The student can then access the lab results, which are displayed clearly within the interface. For imaging-based labs, such as the CT scan, the student can click to view the uploaded image, allowing them to incorporate visual diagnostics into their design-making process. Finally, navigation on the left side allows users to move between pages or return to the home screen as needed. And that concludes our demonstration. Thank you for watching.